Hey everybody, I'm Mama Baird and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you what I received from my local food bank this week. This is one where you can shop so you can pick and choose what you would like. Now sometimes we don't get a lot of stuff from the food bank. There's a lot of people using it right now and sometimes they just don't have a lot of food to give away. It all depends on the grocery stores and how much they have to donate at the end of the day. But I want to let you know that every little bit helps, and if you or somebody you know is struggling for food, I hope you consider going to your local food bank. I know how much going helps me and I want that for you as well. So if you need some help, I have resources listed below if you need a place to start. If you're new here, I'm Carolina. I live in Montana. I do a lot of food bank hauls, pantry cooking, and product reviews on my channel. If that's the kind of content you're into, I hope you'd consider subscribing. I'd love to have you come join my YouTube family. I also have a Facebook group, Mama Baird's Homestead. Please come join us over there. We do a lot of recipe sharing and just overall support group. One of my favorite things is whenever someone posts some kind of food item that they don't know what to do with. I really like when they post that because then everybody kind of jumps in and everybody gets ideas on what to do if you get an item like that. So head on over there. We would love to have you. Let's get in here and I'll show you what I received this week from my local food bank. All right, I'm gonna start with the veggies. I pretty much got a full bag of peppers because I haven't seen peppers in a while and I love peppers. These ones are a little beat up, definitely ready to get used. So I got four different colored peppers, and then I got 4 beautiful poblano peppers. I really like them. I think they're pretty. And these are ones you can actually smell the pepper. I don't know about you guys, but I quit buying produce at Walmart because it just is flavorless for me. Like, it has no flavor. And then for the dessert, they had this Costco size. It's called morning bun. I've never seen a morning bun before. It just kind of looks like a cinnamon roll, sprinkled in cinnamon sugar instead of icing. So that looks fun. The kids are excited about that themselves. And then there was an 18 pack of this naan bread. Naan bread is great for little wraps and stuff, or to make little tiny pizzas. So that was a good grab. And then for the bread, I got some sausage rolls. I got some buttermilk English muffins. Those are my favorite. And then they had this sliced bread. I thought this looked kind of fun. It looks really nice and sturdy. It might even be a sourdough. It's not labeled, but I grabbed one of those. And then for the fun stuff, I got a giant thing of caramel. 5 pounds, 7 ounces to be exact. This could be a baby, but instead it's caramel. You guys say caramel, you say caramel. I've gotten one of these before that was chocolate sauce, and they had chocolate sauce available as well, but I have gotten that one before and I still have chocolate sauce in my fridge from it. So I'm excited to get the caramel one because then that way we can make some desserts or make some homemade iced coffee. That'll be good. And then they had white chocolate flavor, like a drizzle. And this just reached its Best By date, 3/31 of 24. So just the end of March. And then this one is February 28th. So you could tell the store went through their chocolates and then just donated anything that was past this Best By date. And then I got one thing of beans. They did allow 3 packs per family, but I have a lot of beans, so I don't necessarily need all that. And then they had waters. No kind of kids drink. Last week they had Sunny D's. They didn't have this week. So I just got 2 LaCroix for me. Husband doesn't like those ones. And then I got 1 gallon of 1% milk. Just having 1 gallon of milk a week really helps a lot. And I like it in the half gallons because the kids can pour it themselves. So they can literally get themselves milk. It's so nice. Now my kids are able to get stuff for themselves. Oh, it's like leveling up. Oh, and for the bread, I also got a thing of blueberry muffins. And then for the meat choice, we got a bag of frozen spinach for one frozen item. And the other one was this cooked ham. To me, this kind of reminds me of the square ham in the deli, you know, the one that's like really watery. Best if used by 12 of 24. Now this was frozen. I have thawed this because I think what I'm going to do is turn this into like a ham salad. I don't know, 3 pounds. I was gonna say, I don't know how many pounds this is. 3 pounds. So this would be good to put in your food processor or in a grinder if you have it and make some ham salad or bologna salad. I think that's what I'm going to do with that. And that's all that I got on my haul this week. But don't go anywhere because I always like to do some cooking out of the ingredients I received from the food bank. So let me put some stuff up and then we'll get to cooking. Before we get to cooking, I would like to take a moment to bring your attention to a small business who has asked me to feature some of their products. And the 2 that they have sent me to try is Root Beer Float, Goat Lotion, and scrub. So let's get in here, let's give these a try. I love the fact that it's a small business, and once you hear the story behind this business, guys, it smells like an actual root beer float. How did they know I love root beer float? So what the story is behind here is Grace was born with very sensitive skin, and her grandma, which is why this is called Granny's Girly Goodies, because it is for her granddaughter Grace, who had special skin conditions. So she had to come up with a lotion for her that wouldn't break her skin. So she developed this line. Oh, I feel so good. And not only do they have lotions, they have chapstick, they have warming masks. The scent that I have my eye on is the lemon one. I love citrus. It's so refreshing. And this just feels so good, so soft. It's not greasy how some lotions leave you. My tattoo is popping and looking good. It smells like root beer. It makes me remember my childhood of going to Sonic and getting root beer floats. Oh, I don't know how they got this scent, but it is so nice. And then they have a scrub here as well to help exfoliate your skin. I really hope you give them a try if you have sensitive skin, or if you know anybody who does as well and you're just looking for a good high quality homemade lotion or scrub. I will have their Etsy page listed below as well as their Facebook page. So go give them some love and support a small business. All right guys, let's head back to the kitchen. First thing I'm going to do is break down this caramel sauce into a more reasonable amount. So I have some pint jars here, and I'm guessing it's going to be about 4 of them. This looks to be about a gallon of sauce. So I'm going to break it down. It'll help it last longer because it'll have less air in it, and it's just easier to manage if it's in a smaller container. All right, we got 4 pints of caramel, just about what I suspected. Now I also always save my peanut butter lids from the little things of peanut butter, because the peanut butter lids fit the regular wide mouth mason jars. And I got all 4 of mine labeled, and these are going to go in the fridge. I'm going to put them in my garage fridge just because I don't want them to go bad on the shelf, and I'm pretty sure once they're opened you need to refrigerate it. So we're going to go ahead and put these in the garage fridge. For our meal today, I'm going to be using some of these diced apples that I have from last week, and I'm going to make a crumb topping. So I have 1 cup of oats, half a cup of brown sugar, 1/4 cup of regular sugar, and then we're going to do half a cup of wheat flour. You could use all-purpose. The last 2 dry ingredients are a little bit of cinnamon. I used about a teaspoon, and then I'm going to add about 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt. You can use any kind of salt that you have on hand though. And then you're going to get this all mixed up. My brown sugar was a little clumpy because I left it in the measuring cup overnight. So I'm going to get my hands in there and kind of crumble it up with my hands as well. Then we're going to add half a stick of butter. It did say to do it cold and use a pastry cutter, but softened butter or melted butter also works just as well for a crumble, I've come to find out. So I'm going to go ahead and just use softened butter, and then I'm going to get my washed hands in there and get it all mixed up. You don't want any dry left, so I like to kind of lift it up and fold it and push it down to make sure that it's all incorporated. And this was perfect. It made the oats and flour nice and crumbly, and it was perfect for our topping. So after this, I'm going to get that naan bread that we had, and I'm going to put some of the caramel sauce on there. I'm just probably using a tablespoon, maybe a little more on the bottom of it. And then I'm going to put about a 1/4 cup of our apple filling. Now this is cold, and I discovered that that worked just fine. And then I'm going to put a bunch of this crumble topping on top. Be very generous with it. And then I'm going to throw this in the air fryer. I cooked it for 4 minutes on this shelf here, and it turned out absolutely gorgeous. I split it in quarters, so it was pretty easy to eat. So let's get in there and let's give this baby a try. This is the cutest little dessert pizza ever. Okay, let's take a bite. Oh, this looks so good. Oh yeah. That crumble topping, it's so good. And the apples and the caramel is just right. You could probably drizzle more caramel if you want to, but whoo, remember the crumble is also sweet. This is absolutely delicious. You guys should totally give this a try. Well, that's all I got for you this time, guys. Thanks for coming along, seeing what I got at my local food bank and how I used it to make a tasty dessert. I'll catch you next time on Mama Baird's.